We actually have a guest waiting by. Prasad Patwardhan, the Chief Financial Officer of ITD Cementation, joins in on the phone line. And the reason for inviting ITD Cementation is obviously because Mr. Nitin Gadkari has taken over water resources and Ganga rejuvenation. So, Mr. Patwardhan, what are the expectations? Mr. Gadkari has a glorious record in the roads ministry.
Good morning to you, Lata. You are absolutely right. Mr. Gadkari has a very good track record of implementing project implementation, and his attempts to take things forward, are really laudable. And we expect a lot of positives to come out of Mr. Gadkari's involvement in this new ministry as well.
How do you see the impact? I mean, what part of your own order book is the Ganga rejuvenation, or for that matter, waterworks?
Well, waterworks, we have some projects under execution. We recently got one project from the Inland Waterways Authority, not a very large contract, about 300 crores. This Ganga, I think the initial phase would be the cleaning up of the Ganga, where we don't expect our company to play a large role. But once they start development, of the civil works, the embankment, the sewage treatment plants, there would be a large, this will provide a large opportunity for our company.
Mr. Patwardhan, how much work has been done so far on the Ganga cleanup in terms of order inflows?
Well, what I have been reading is that they have placed about 160 orders worth about 10-12,000 crores. About 40 out of those 160 odd contracts are under execution or completed.
Okay. And you said that ITD Cementation comes into play once the cleanup is over and the civil work for development begins. How long do you think that will, take?
Well, that could take some time, but given that what I've read is, there's a deadline for 2018 for completing the cleaning of the Ganga. So I would expect the new order flows to start coming in maybe as early as next year.
Is there any other specific area you're looking at in terms of inland waterways? Because Mr. Gadkari was very excited about even linking roads and waterways when he was, Sagarmala and all were very interesting projects for him. Yeah. Is there any specific set of projects you're expecting?
Not really, but yes, you're right. On the Ganga, once the cleaning up is done, and there are a couple of other projects, there was some the linking of the Ken-Betwa rivers in Bundelkhand, which was being looked at, and there is this Pradhan Mantri Krishi Sanchay Yojana, which is also an ambitious irrigation program. So we would expect, if these projects take off, there will be a big order inflow coming in.
Okay, and finally, if you could just tell us, how is FY18 shaping up for you in terms of revenues, the growth as well as order inflows?
Well, order inflows have been really good. Our order book has grown substantially in the last 1 year. Any
numbers?
Our order book today is in excess of 8,500 crores. But some of our older projects are getting completed, and the new projects are really yet to kick into our revenues. So this year, in terms of top line, we expect it to be a bit muted as compared to the last year. But in terms of profitability, you have seen the trend in the last 6 months, and we expect that to continue.
Okay. Thank you very much, Mr. Patwardhan, for spending time with us this morning.